guys, what's up? I hope you had fun in this Diwali and you all are safe. Before proceeding further, let me welcome you all to my channel MathCC. I'm Madhu Jethramani. So this video is going to be quite raw. It's not scripted. I'm just going to share my experiences with you. This video is all about my first ever solo trip to Goa. I'm getting a lot of DMs from you guys asking me about my first trip, how I actually planned and where did I go. You know it, I went to Goa because I made a video on that. That's my first solo trip to Goa. So yeah, that's clear. But how I started, how I thought of it and everything, the procedure, how I actually started step by step, I'm gonna share it with you. But let me tell you again, I'm not an expert. I'm just gonna share my experiences with you. So I'm gonna talk about each and every bit. So people who are planning to go to Goa or to any other place for the first time, like if it's your first ever solo trip, this video is gonna be really helpful for you. You know, first solo trip is kind of task and many things comes in your mind like अच्छे लोग नहीं मिले तो what if you know मैं बोर हो गया तो या हो गई तो या फिर what if the place is not good, what if the people I'm meeting are not good, and how am I gonna travel alone and many other things. So you're already in mess in your mind, and if the place is familiar to you, you will be sorted there. You know, एक at least चीज़ है जो कि sorted है. So let's talk about the place first. How are you gonna decide your place? I would suggest to choose a place which is already familiar to you. You have already been there. It's a known place to you because it's a first ever solo trip for you. You're going to be all alone, okay? If the place is familiar to you, it's going to be little easy for you. Because you know, first time अगर confidence टूट जाए ना किसी चीज़ का, then second time you wouldn't do that thing. At least for good time, you wouldn't dare to do that thing again. So choose a place which is already familiar to you, which is a known place to you. It totally depends on you what kind of place you want to go to, and it depends on your vibes, it depends on your mood. If you're in party mood or if you want to go somewhere and chill, you want to go for trekking, it all depends on you where you want to go. When I wanted to go for the first time alone, when I planned my first ever solo trip, I chose a place which was familiar to me. I had already been to Goa many a times before, so I wanted to go to a familiar place. That's why I chose Goa, and it's like nearby only. I'm from Mumbai, so Goa is like quite close by. As this is your first ever solo trip, you have to pre-book everything, right? Let's talk about your stay. Where are you gonna stay? How are you gonna plan and everything? So it's all up to you. You wanna choose a hostel, you can go for it. You wanna go to a villa, or you wanna go to a nice hotels, or I tell you one hilarious thing. According to me, hostels were for people who have no money. I used to think that, okay, that was my mentality, that people who don't have money, they go to hostels and they stay in hostel. But that's wrong, okay? That's completely wrong. Trust me, hostel culture is totally different. You know, you get to meet a lot of new people, you get to know their culture and many other interesting things. So if you're not staying in hostel in your solo trip, you're missing out something in your life. Trust me on that. And how I started, I tell you, I downloaded this app called Hostel World. So you'll get to see a lot of hostels in Hostel World. You can check their ratings and comments of people who have already been there and everything. How did I get to know about this app? There is this friend of mine, Atish. He told me, he helped me actually to book a place there. So yeah, that's how I got to know. But I'm telling you, this Hostel World is a good app to choose a hostel for yourself. Also, let me tell you, this video is not sponsored. I'm just sharing my experiences with you and how to travel from your place to Goa. It totally depends on you how you want to go. You want to go by train, you want to go by road, or you want to go by flight. Obviously depends on you. I chose to go by a train because I wanted to learn things. This trip was a learning trip for me. I was doing all new things in this trip. So yeah, I wanted to go by train because not that मैं ट्रेन से पहले कभी नहीं ट्रैवल किया है मैंने, it's nothing like that, but I never traveled alone by train, so I wanted to learn how it feels, and if I'm able to do it or not. I wanted to just learn all these things. So yeah, I chose to go by train, and it's 12 hours journey. Evening में मैंने train catch किया था, and morning में I was in Goa, so that was quite easy for me. After reaching to station, I got a cab from there. You will get a lot of cabs. They'll give you a receipt also. So yeah, it was easy for me to go from station to Anjuna Beach to my hostel by cab. Also, one more important thing, if you're choosing a hostel for yourself, you have to choose whether you want to go in mixed dorm or you want to go in a female dorm. Obviously, if you are a female, you can go in mixed dorm or you can go in female dorm. But if you are a male, then you have to go in mixed dorm only. So you have to decide that priorly. I chose to go to a female dorm because it was my first ever solo trip and I was not comfortable in mixed dorm. Actually, I booked a mixed dorm. Then I cancelled that and then I booked a female dorm. This is a normal process. Whatever I told you, that anywhere if you're going for a solo trip, you can just follow this process, and definitely it's gonna help you out because you should know each and everything before you go anywhere. If I talk about Goa, if you are a person who's really interested in alcohol and all, so alcohol is really cheap there, as you all know. But I would suggest, if you are on your solo trip, so be careful whatever you do, be in your senses. It's really important. Okay. Let's talk about safety here. Goa is a safe place. I've been there many a time, so I can say that. But still, you need to have something with you. Like, I carry a paper spray always with me. I have never used it though, by God's grace. So yeah, you have to have something with you. You can get paper spray easily from Amazon. So yeah, or you can carry whatever you want, but you need to have something with you for your safety. Just make sure. So this is it for today. Let me know how did you like it, and also do let me know where are you planning your first solo trip. I'll be curious to know. I'm gonna find up over here. I'm gonna catch you soon with something really interesting next time. Till then, stay tuned.